Uh, Shamhain, alright? $6 billion, okay? It's a day where you dress up, you can either be scary, you can have a skeleton costume. I mean, you little kids can do a little ballerina, or they can do anything they want, right? Uh, Billions of people celebrate it every year, but why? Where does Halloween come from? Does anybody know the origin of it? Okay. Well, it's the second largest holiday celebrated in the United States. I bet that's another fact people really didn't know. There's a lot of holidays we celebrate. Halloween is actually the second highest celebrated, and brings in the second highest amount of money right after Christmas. So we're going to get into the origins of Christmas, or of Halloween. It originated as a holiday, the Samhain. It was actually celebrated on 1 November, and it started over 2,000 years ago. The people, they believed that the night before November 1st, their ancestors came back to life, and they came to ruin their crops and everything like that. So they they put food out in front of their doors, and they would stay inside their house. If they had to leave, they would actually dress up. Over 2,000 years ago, they would do this. They would dress up in something to make them look like a ghost if they had to leave their house that day. So, a little interesting right there. After that, the Christians took it and they moved it to All Saints Day or All Hallows. It just originated to Christianity, and it later came known as Hallow Eve, the night before, the 31st. Hallow Eve, which originated to Halloween. After that, in medieval England, they started traditions, souling and guising. Souling was for the poor and the needy. They would go around and they would just say, "We will pray for you if you give us food or you give us gifts." Guising was actually, they would do jokes, or they would do small favors or stand-up comedies, and people would give them food and small little gifts like that. After that, American immigrants from Ireland, the Irish, they came over here and they took souling and guising and they transformed it into trick-or-treating. So that's really how trick-or-treating came about, and billions of people now around the world celebrate Halloween. So the traditions include bonfires, costume parties, haunted houses, and pumpkins. Right? They're pretty cool traditions in my eyes. Bonfires, actually, you're like, okay, we just lit up a big old fire. It actually originated because people wanted to attract insects. When they attract insects, they would actually also attract bats. So that just a little spooky thing, having bats around your party on Halloween night. That's how the bonfire came about. Second, costume parties. That's more for the middle-aged people having a good time, go out, have a costume party, dress up. It's just something you can celebrate with your friends and family, because you celebrate that all throughout your childhood, and you're not going to dress up as a ballerina, go knocking on people's doors. So third is haunted houses. That was actually more recently added. It was for the people who just wanted to get that little bit of thrill and scare. So they created haunted houses, and it seems to work out well. Last is pumpkin carving. That originated from the Celtic tradition, and the Irish took it, and in Ireland they used turnips instead of pumpkins, actually, because in Ireland they didn't have pumpkins. When they originated here and they created trick-or-treating, they actually found the pumpkin was a lot better fit than turnips. So that's how the actual pumpkin came about. Today's Halloween, like I said, it's the second largest holiday celebrated in the United States. I got a little quote here from Nicholas Gordon, and in my eyes, it pretty much sums up Halloween. It is right here. Halloween wraps fear and innocence as though it were slightly sour sweet. Let terror, then let it turn into sweet. I mean, that explains itself. You go out there, you're a little scary goblin or whatever, you go knock on somebody's door, and you get some sweet candy. So, people, I mean, they prepare their houses, they buy costumes, they have really good plans, either go out trick-or-treating with your family or to have that party that everybody's talking about. In conclusion, you know the background of the holiday that you've been celebrating for decades. Not very many people here knew that. So, that's really good. It has dead, but there's also a lot of innocence in Halloween, and a lot of tradition that you probably didn't know about. So, what I challenge you from this speech today is you learned a whole lot about a holiday everybody pretty much celebrates. A lot of people think, oh, it's bad because this or that. It was actually a Christian holiday before anything else. So just don't hold your knowledge, share it with friends and family. Thank you.